What is going on, everybody? It is Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire, and welcome to a video every single day here in February. Now, most of the morning I've been cleaning up the rest of the wholesale buy. I've got a couple of hats there that I still do need to get listed. I've listed a lot of stuff today. I've also finished cleaning up these Air Force Ones, okay? There's some paint on the bottom and a few little paint splatters, so that'll hurt the value a little bit. Now, I did not send them into check, but I did a lot of fact checking and looked at stitching. And, you know, I believe with the style code, I think these are real. I don't really have any reason to believe that they're not, to be honest. They look really good. And they cleaned up really good too. So that's awesome. Definitely going to list those on eBay, Depop, and probably Poshmark. If on eBay, I think they'll be sent for verification anyway through eBay. So, you know, that's going to happen no matter what because they're going to be sold for over $100 for sure. I think that's still the threshold. That has been in the past. Maybe I'll throw it up now. What shoes over a certain value usually get authenticated on eBay. Other than that, I'm going to show you the stuff that I'm kind of dealing with from the wholesale buy that I'm not sure what to do with or what I've done with. So let's get to those items. Okay, so now this Jordan jersey, we talked about it when I bought it, and I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. So it says 3X. He said it fits like a large. And it certainly does, because when I try it on, it doesn't really fit me. It fits me super tight. So that makes me feel like it's a large for sure. So I went ahead and listed this on Facebook Marketplace for $20. I would also sell it to anybody, you know, anywhere for $20 for some cheap shipping. It wouldn't be a big deal. So if you're interested in this jersey, you can let me know. I would definitely ship this to you for pretty cheap, honestly. On this Clippers jersey here, this one is supposed to be Hardwood Classics Mitchell and Ness. Well, I guarantee you that it's not real. I should have looked at this or thought of it a little better. It's got this weird little large tag. That's certainly a knockoff jersey for sure. I don't want to sell this on eBay. I was thinking I could potentially sell it on Poshmark, and then the more and more I thought about it, you know, I know that it's not real, so there's no real point in me selling this, you know, on any website, really. So I basically did the same thing with this jersey. I listed it on Facebook Marketplace for about 20 bucks. You know, if anybody's interested in this jersey, you know, I would do the same thing. I would sell it cheap, pretty cheap with, you know, free shipping, most likely. I'm only into these jerseys like $10. Not really sure why I picked them up, to be honest, but I was just excited in the moment, which is something I got to get better at because I definitely do that from time to time. I have a couple sweaters here that have some issues. Now, this particular sweater is 100% wool. It's Las Americas or something like that. It's very nice. I went to go take pictures of it because it was super clean, and I believe it's this one. It's come unsewn right here. I'm certainly not going to fix that, so, and I'm not going to list it like that either, so we're just going to like donate that one. I'm going to cut it, or I'm going to just say it's a loss. I might talk to the guy about it just to say, hey, I didn't realize this, but I didn't look at it, so it's partially my fault too. Okay, this one right here is also 100% wool. I've been trying to work slowly. Maybe it's coming out. I've been putting, it's like right here is one of the spots right there. Can you see the little bits of brown? I've been trying to get that out of there. I certainly hope it's not, I hope it's mustard, not like dookie or something like that. I don't know what it is, honestly. But there's just a few spots in there. So I've been working at this one, trying to get it a little cleaner. And honestly, with this one here, I did see the stains in it when I bought it. I've slowly been trying to work the stains out of them. It's very delicate. I don't really want to rough it up and make it look like kind of gross and like really pilly in those areas. So I get to see another one right there on this particular piece of wool. Wool is very delicate, so you got to be careful. The other thing wool that I haven't listed yet is this Looney Tunes hat. I need a steamer. My steamer is broken, the one that I had, but it's kind of gross on the inside. So this one I'm going to throw in my bin to deal with later. I could probably sell it like that. I would just like to, you know, it's not worth a ton of money anyway. I just really like it because it's Looney Tunes and it's cool. I'm just going to try to clean it up to the best of my ability when I do have time. And then there's a couple more issues with some clothing that just have some stains that I can't get out. Now, these Carhartt pants, I've soaked them in OxyClean a couple times trying to break down some of the, whatever this is. Like, I'm sure it could be like, I don't know if it's like drywall compound or maybe like some sort of, who knows? They're definitely been worked in, these pants. So I'm going to try a little bit more to get a little more of the stains out of them, but they are Carhartt. They are like that kind of canvasy material one. So those ones, I'm not giving up on them, and they could probably be sold the way that they are, but I'm trying to get them to look a little nicer. Now this particular one, the rugby jersey, the Vancouver Canucks jersey polo shirt here, right? Very nice polo shirt. It's got some paint stains on it here. You know, I did the same thing with this one. I soaked it in OxyClean. I tried to scrub it just very, very lightly with a brush. I don't really want to ruin the material. I don't really want to spend that much more time on it as well. So I'll probably give it one more go. Maybe do some research on how to lift. I'm sure it's paint, how to lift paint out of fabric. If you have some ideas, let me know. I do have some Goo Gone. I was thinking about that, and then I'm like, I don't know if that would hurt the fabric, so I haven't done that yet. Normally with paint, most paints, it'll just sort of, you can take a knife and kind of peel it back. Be very careful not to like ruin the fabric, but I haven't tried that either. I've just tried to soak it a few times and wash it. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. Everything else though has been listed. So, you know, I'm working on these few things that are left here, but really everything's been listed. So that's going to give me the green light to go thrifting. I'm going to pull orders for the rest of this video, but tomorrow I plan on going to the Goodwill bins. I think tomorrow's also 50% off of 2 different color tags at Goodwill. So that's exciting. I can go sourcing tomorrow and feel good about it. But yeah, let's pull some orders and we can continue with today. All right, we got an eBay sale, and this one's kind of fun because it's kind of a big deal, you know? Big Bird. Now, if you had to guess, this is a pretty big bird, to be honest. If you had to guess, what do you think this guy sold for? I'll give you a minute. He's definitely vintage 80s. He's got the big, ugly plastic eyeballs, but he's Big Bird. Yeah, so this guy sold for $119 on eBay. He was cross-listed to Etsy, so I had to take the Etsy listing down. $119 plus $20 shipping. Let's get this guy out. I believe he's probably going to go in a box. We're going to try to treat him with some respect if we can and get this guy there safely. We got him in this oversized box. He doesn't look very comfortable, but he will fit in there really well. I'm going to put some extra packing paper in there, and then we'll get him shipped out. All right, so we got Big Bird all boxed up here. He's going to go United States Postal Service Parcel Select. It actually cost me about $23.14 just because it's a little bit bigger of a box, and it is going all the way to Arizona as well. So I'm paying about, you know, $3 and change extra on top of what they paid for shipping. But being that I bought this at a Goodwill store on a regular tag for something like $3.50-ish. It's all I do, I'll stay. I'm going outside down. I could go back and watch the video. I know I made a video about picking this guy up. Yeah, but like stuffed animals like this at my Goodwill are usually about $3.50. Really doesn't matter what size there are. Potentially cheaper, but I'm gonna guess that's what we paid. Anyway, so I don't mind paying the extra little bit for shipping on this one for such a great eBay sale. We have another eBay sale. Now this one I just listed yesterday for I think $37 or something like that, and took a best offer of $30. So yeah, I didn't think I'd have to dig very far for this one. It's a Labatt's 50. Well, I'll do it here, I guess, or take it out. It's a Labatt's 50 embroidered work style shirt. It's JA Sports, which I don't really know much about. It is made in Canada. It's very nice. There was a little bit of a issue. You probably can't even see it. I don't remember what side it was on. There was a little bit of a stain issue with paint on this one as well. I can't even see it, so that's a good sign. It was on one of the back sides of the arms. I basically just kind of like worked it out with a little paring knife and got it out of there, and now it looks basically like new again. This guy did sell, like I said, for a best offer about $30 on eBay. All right, so I wound up using one of these poly bags that I got from Tranquility. So like, I don't know, they bought these for some sort of event they were doing, and then they didn't use them. They've been in the basement, so I'm like, I'll use them. There's nothing wrong with this for sure, especially when you're sending something to Canada. Kind of has a nice little charm. This one's going uni. Actually only cost me $5 and change. I think it was like $5.51 or something to be exact. And this one's going into Quebec, so, you know, not all that far really. For $5, pretty happy. So taking a best offer on this one, I'm saving a little bit of money on the shipping, so it really works out in the end. All right, we got a Poshmark.com order. It's supposed to be in clothing one, so we will take a look there. Leo, what are you doing? That is all she's doing. She's moved today from this bin to this chair. Eventually you'll make your way to the couch. You know, she's on a little world tour right now. Yeah, so let's just dig through here for a minute. It's supposed to be, like I said, clothing one. This is clothing one. Let's try clothing two. I just feel like it should be on top, wherever it is. Could have marked it wrong. I think this is it right here. Yeah, it's marked. It's definitely marked wrong. I felt like that right from the start. Just one of those things. So this is actually a little tank top that I picked up at the Goodwill bins. If it's in better shape, I would have tried to get better money. This is an Affliction tank top. It had a couple little holes in it, these little pinholes. But at the bins, I don't know what this weighs, but not much. So I wouldn't have paid very much at all for this thing. And yeah, I think I got $20 USD on Poshmark.com. As always, on Poshmark, buyer pays shipping, United States Postal Service priority. This one's going all the way to Haltom City, Texas. Nice Poshmark sale there. Could have held out to get more money. I've never been, you can see when I take offers, I'm always, if I'm making money and moving stuff, I'm gonna take reasonable offers. I thought that was a pretty reasonable offer for $20 USD. All right, we have another Poshmark.com. So, and it's gonna be in this bin right here. So it's a wholesale buy item. I just relisted this because I sold it on eBay. The buyer didn't pay. Whoops, knocking stuff down, making a mess. What's new? Buyer didn't pay, so I wound up canceling the order after 3 days of non-payment. Relisted it, got a reasonable offer of $30 USD for this Ice Dog hat. I think you can remember me talking about that we talked about what was this really worth, because we couldn't find a sold for this exact hat. He thought it was worth 50 bucks. I wasn't sure because I couldn't find a sold. I think he gave it to me for a reasonable price, and it did sell pretty quickly for $30 USD. I'll throw the conversion up. That's probably getting closer to 40 bucks, honestly, high 30s. Pretty nice hat though. We'll get this one shipped out in a box right now. All right, very happy with this Poshmark sale. This one's also going to Texas, United States Postal Service priority, buyer pays shipping, always on Poshmark. Very happy with that. $30 USD is a pretty decent amount for this particular hat. Basically, when you look them up on eBay, there's still no solds, so they're selling on other platforms. I think maybe the ones listed there are just a little bit too high. Even the one that I accepted on eBay that I had to cancel, I think I accepted an offer around this same amount. So kind of makes sense that it sold for this amount. Very happy with the quick sale from the wholesale buy. All right, another Poshmark.com order. It's supposed to be in women's jeans 2, which is the bottom one. So we'll probably just rearrange these. Stack this up a little higher. So throwing shoes off of the shelf. Okay, so they're a pair of American Eagles. I think they've been listed for a while, so we might have to go down a little further. American Eagle size 4. I kind of know what the back looks like, so hopefully that's going to help. It could be these ones. Nope, because this is distressed. I think they're darker than that as well too. Yeah, they're these ones right here, just kind of based off of this little pattern. Okay, so these didn't sell for a lot of money, but they sold on Poshmark.com for $17 USD. They should be size 4 if we grab the right ones. Yep, short, size 4. Let's get these ones packaged up and shipped out. Got these ones shipped out, United States priority mail. These ones are going to, now forgive me here, I have no idea what this even is. It says poke, cut off poke, whatever that is, PA, which is I think Pennsylvania. But is that really the place? Poke, cut off poke? I'm gonna have to look that one up on the map to see what it is. But PA should be, I think it's Pennsylvania. You know, I'm starting to learn the US abbreviations for states a little better. Could be wrong with that as well, but we'll look it up. I'll throw it on the screen just so you can see where it is as well, because I'm not really sure where that is, to be honest. But $17 for these jeans, not really too bad. Definitely came from the Goodwill bins. Wouldn't have paid a lot of money for the jeans. These ones aren't even very thick. They're jagging, so they're even lighter. So making decent money on this. I definitely like picking stuff like this up, but it's not for everybody. All right, so I was just getting ready to pack up my shipping station for the day at the table there, and we sold a pair of tote boots here for $17 USD on Poshmark. Accepted a best offer. We've been going back and forth. I think Sidekick was sending out an offer of these anyway for like $18. So so a $17 didn't seem ridiculous. These did come from the Goodwill bins. They are in like new condition. They did clean up very nicely, but $17 on Poshmark, and obviously buyer's gonna pay the shipping on this one. All right, so we got these ones shipped out. I actually wound up using a Funko Pop box. These ones are going United States priority mail to California, so I'm very happy that these ones are part of the Poshmark buyer pay shipping. I don't have to worry about shipping these to California because that would be pretty expensive, but happy with this sale nonetheless. Picked them up at the Goodwill bins, not into them a lot of money. I did make one more sale just as I was finishing up there. I got a message on Facebook Marketplace The Bulls jersey, somebody locally, maybe about 15 minutes from my house, messaged me, said, hey, can I email money transfer you 20 bucks? I work for another hour or so, but I can come get them after that. So they're already, that Jordan jersey is already sold for 20 bucks. One problem solved. I got the other jersey listed right now. I don't have any bites on that jersey yet, but fingers crossed that it can sell here in the next few days. The last thing I want to touch on is the live podcast with John. Let us know in the comments down below here or for the last podcast video if you guys want to see the live or not. You know, there's a little bit of a preparation we'd have to do for that. Not a lot, just basically figure out a time and a date, give you guys a little bit of opportunity to know when we'd be doing it. You know, it's a little bit extra pressure, but I'm definitely down to do it if you guys want us to do it live. I think we're both willing to do it as long as there's a want for it. If we don't really get, you know, much response, I'm sure we'll just do a pre-record and throw that up. It has been a lot of fun. I think we're both enjoying it. You know, I think we're going to move it, hopefully, I think, to a brand new channel, start a channel. So hopefully we can get some of you guys to subscribe to that and then potentially put it up on a podcast site as well. Anyways, if you guys do like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content, and we'll see you tomorrow.